Hi, my name is Marie Sarasso, founder of Forensic Healing, and today's topic is on why diets don't work and why it's so hard to lose weight. Well, I was on that up and down roller coaster journey myself. My childhood consisted of physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and that just messed up my whole morality about how I looked at myself and how I treated myself. And I certainly didn't treat my body very well. I was very destructive in my food habits, drinking habits, life habits. So I was on an up and down roller coaster ride of always worried about my body weight and always trying to lose weight because it fluctuated a lot. And over the journey of healing myself, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, I've now come to understand what it takes to live. It's really a healthy life. If you are overweight, then you will be unhealthy. So I've learned how to live a healthy life easily. It's not even hard anymore. I'm not even stressing about it. It's just become this way of life. And I become healthier the older I get. I'm actually 2 years off becoming 60. So I kind of look back and think I must have been really unwell because I feel better, have more energy, and I'm more fit than I was in my 30s. So that's just how destructive my life was. Anyway, I'm here to share some pointers on why it is hard to lose weight. Why people struggle, because you buy diet pills, you buy the diet food, you follow recipes, you count calories, you start doing an exercise workout, you put your mind to it, you're committed, it's New Year's Eve, you're going to lose all the weight, but it just doesn't hold. Well, I've worked out all the reasons why it doesn't hold and reverse them, and I've implemented them in my life, and hence why I am, feeling really good in spite of my age. One of the main reasons why people struggle to lose weight is if they do it quickly and they starve their body will do anything to put the weight back on. I mean, studies have shown that people that go on The Greatest Loser, that TV show where you have every resource available to you, you would think that would be the ideal place to lose weight. Well, one of the studies showed that of the 14 contestants, 13 of them put on 66% of their weight back on when they went home. And 4 of them put on more weight than they went in originally. Now that's pretty amazing statistics. And you may have tried this yourself. You've gone and fasted, or you've taken the diet pills, or you've done all the exercise to lose the weight. You may have had some fast weight loss at that time, but then you go and put more back on. Well, there's a reason to it. The body doesn't like to be starved, and the whole metabolism changes. And also, you're eating the wrong foods if you're feeling hungry, and you haven't developed the right habits. Now, to have a habit, you need a system. So people don't go and change their systems in their day-to-day life. So they expect that they'll just bring in the right food to eat, or they'll just go off and do their exercise, or they'll take the diet pills or whatever, but they don't change their environment and their systems. And a really great resource that I would always refer to is a guy called James Clear, and he wrote the book Atomic Habits. And he breaks down what it takes to create positive habits. And he says it's the tiny little habits that amount to the success. It's not just going to the gym for a week or eating well for a week. It's doing things in increments. Tiny little habits all add up, and tiny little habits aren't hard to do. They're not hard to implement in your life if they're just small, and then gradually you start seeing the success, and then that motivates you. People often get the wrong idea about what motivation is, and they wait for an outside source to motivate them. They always say, well, I'll do that when, or on New Year's Day, or I'll wait till, I get to the new house, I'll wait till I get the new job, I'll wait till I get more money. I wait. Well, you know what? That is not going to get you anywhere. And also those that wait never get there, because that's what they do with everything. So what will motivate you is taking action. When you take action, then that's the motivation. Let's say you go, okay, I'm going to go for a walk around the block. And if you've never done that before, you've taken action and you come home and then you go, now I'm motivated. That feels good. I actually did something that I haven't done. When you stretch yourself and stretch the boundaries of who you are, you get motivated because it feels satisfying. You need to grow. You need to be challenged to excite yourself, and instead of having apathy and feeling like a victim. Another reason why it can be hard to lose weight is if people are on a lot of junk foods or the wrong foods, their body doesn't receive enough nutrition. So it's tired and it's always hungry because it either needs hydration or it needs more nutrients. And it lacks protein. Protein is known to make you feel full and reduce your appetite. Also, eating vegetarian protein is a much greater, richer source than meat protein. So you really need to also analyze all the foods that you're eating. Are they just empty calories, empty vitamins, empty minerals? Is it just food that actually leaches your body of life force, and therefore you crave more foods? So then you end up on that cycle, and then your taste buds become accustomed to fatty foods, salty foods, or junk food. And then there's the topic about sugar-free foods that are in packaged foods. And one of those substances is a chemical, and it's called aspartame. And it was found by accident by a chemist who was doing experiments, and he accidentally licked his fingers, and the aspartame was on his fingers, and he said, oh, that tastes sweet. So they thought, oh, great, well, we can say we'll take out the sugar in foods and replace it with this chemical that's very damaging, and say that the foods have no sugar. So there's a lack of understanding about, Diet Coke and how much sugar is also in all of those drinks. So it's actually, sugar is a toxin in your body. It is like a drug. So that's why if you wean yourself off sugar, it's like weaning yourself off heroin or something. Your body has become addicted to sugar. And so your body craves the sugar. And then it's created Candida albicans overgrowth. So they all need to be fed. And that's like thrush. So if you take yourself off the sugar, then it will go crazy. It will go, where is my sugar hit? Where it'll start to, feel like withdrawal symptoms. There's another aspect to why it's difficult to lose weight, and that's because of the toxins in our environment and in our water supply and in the air. It's in our foods, it's in our cleaners. And one of the worst contributors to, affecting our bodies and our metabolism and our health is heavy metals, particularly mercury. And it's known that it's been proven that when you've detoxed your body of these heavy metals, that it naturally starts to function as it should, and your metabolism starts functioning normally and improves, and then you stay at a perfect body weight. But the heavy metals affect every part of your system, and unless you start looking at that aspect of your health, you'll have chronic fatigue, you'll be tired, you won't have the motivation. It's just a huge factor in why people don't lose weight. I suffered from heavy metal toxicity, and I was really tired. My metabolism wasn't working, and I was sluggish. I didn't care so much what I ate, and it was a really difficult time. I had a foggy head. I couldn't understand things. So once I removed the heavy metals out of my body, it's like it returned my power of being able to think clearly and then having more energy, because the biggest issue that I used to think back when I created Forensic Healing was, I don't have the energy to go on tour. I don't have the energy to do what I do. I needed to fall asleep. I was asleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I always woke up tired. I was always tired, and always trying to recover from anything that I was doing. If I had a 7-day live training, it would take me a month to recuperate from that. Well, with everything that I've done and over this decade of creating forensic healing and healing myself and understanding everything, I'm now the most energetic I've ever felt. Now that's pretty amazing, for an old chook like me, hey? So that's another thing. I just don't ever see anybody that teaches weight loss really look at that. There's also the aspect of what you are visualizing and what are you imagining and what are you saying and what are you focusing on. There's all that aspect that affects your life and your health and what your belief systems are. Another reason why people find it difficult to lose weight, and that's because food can be associated with love. Like it was given to you as a form of love. And so who doesn't want love? And especially if you're stressed or feeling isolated or alone, food is your only friend. So you're going to have to change your association on what really food is. And the more you get educated on what food is and what fatty food and bad foods do to you, it will just change your whole mindset about what you are eating. You'll start to look at the food in a different way and you will want to choose the healthy foods. And if you don't become conscious of yourself and your identity, because you have given yourself an identity and you identify as a fat person or you identify as an unhealthy person, you identify yourself as a victim. If you don't look at the identity you've given yourself and change that identity, you never change because you'll do anything to keep that identity. So that's a really important part of losing weight. So no matter what diet, no matter what you eat, you will, unless you change your identity to say, well, I'm a healthy, fit, vibrant person and start doing that change, nothing will work because your body will do anything and your mind will create anything to sabotage anything that's contrary to how you perceive yourself. So this is why often people fall away. When you start changing, you'll find that people from the past fall away if they're not willing to come on the journey. And life is, like a revolving door, really. It's speeding up. We are waking up to our ways. We're waking up to who we are. We're waking up to the world. We're waking up to what we're being fed. We're waking up to how we're not educated to take care of ourselves and to take care of the food that we eat and to make sure that, we are nurturing our bodies, which nurtures our soul. And when you look after your body and your soul, you become more intuitive, you become more knowing. It's like the veil falls away and then you wake up and then you see and then you know and then you're guided and then you are a more spiritual being. And some people don't want you to know that. So that's just a summary of some pointers of why it's difficult to lose weight and why diets just don't work unless they're done in a holistic manner, unless you look at the emotional, spiritual, and physical sides. So I welcome you to join me on a 14-day weight loss journey and program where we look at all of these aspects and more. We start changing the environment, we start changing your habits, we start creating a new you so that you will stick to the new way of being healthy, the new skinny you, the new alive person that's full of vitality. So we're going to address every aspect of those things. It's not about calorie counting. It's not about following certain diets and an exercise regime. It's not about that. It's about building the strong foundation that's fail-proof for you not to lose weight, not to be healthy, and not to have a free, fit body. Okay, so it starts October 1st and it goes to October 14th. It's all online. And I will be in the Facebook group giving live readings. I will read each person individually and find the exact age that's affected them and that seems to sabotage their weight loss or taking care of their bodies. I will be there to answer live questions and to assist you over the 14 days. Now, the whole program is an online program, so you will also have access to all the PDFs and all of the videos that are pre-recorded to take you through 14 days. You don't have to do it over 14 days. You can spread it out, but each of the modules addresses the foundation and shifts your energy to be able to live permanently in this healthy lifestyle. So join me at forensichealing.com under the online programs or click the link below.